Hey, my love, and welcome back to the podcast. If you are new, I'm Shannon, and this space is about manifesting from the inside out. And what that means is that we take what's in our internal world so it can be reflected in our external world so we can live the life that we want every single day without having to force or pretend. We don't skip the deep stuff. We just live the life we already know is ours here in this space. You know, the stuff you put on your vision board, those pictures, that's the life you start waking up to every single day. And today I really wanted to talk about letting go. And not in the way that you just have this desire, this thing that you want, and then you sit on your couch and you binge on Netflix, waiting for it to magically show up in your life because you know I have to let it go and I have to give it to the universe and be super passive. So that's not letting go. And I want to talk about what letting go really is today because there's a big misunderstanding. So what I see happen a lot in this space is women who come to me who are used to figuring everything out. And so they think I have to have a plan. I have to have X, Y, Z. I have to know all the steps. Here's my timetable. This is when it has to happen. And then when they hear, well, you need to let go, they think, oh, then I abandon all plans. I don't do anything. But letting go isn't about doing nothing. Letting go is about changing who's in control. Well, what do I mean, who's in control? What is in control of your life? It's your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of what you experience on a day-to-day basis. It runs patterns, it keeps you in the familiar, and it's based on what you believe. I believe this, my subconscious makes it happen, Captain. Like, this is what I experience. This is my life. And so that 95% of you, the larger part of you, is who is in control. Now, your 5% is going to have what you desire, what you want, those action plans, that kind of stuff. What do I do? That's 5% of your brain. But I want you to think about 95% of you is doing the most. There's no way that 5% can ever do enough or put forth enough effort to truly, sustainably change your life without throwing you into exhaustion, without burning you out, without you getting some progress and making some steps forward. But oh my God, why do I feel like I'm right back where I started from? It's because the larger part of you is running the show. And that larger part of you is your beliefs. And so to change who is in control, you have to change the beliefs. Now, Shannon, what the hell does this have to do with letting go? Because you're letting go of the old beliefs that are not allowing you to live the life you want to live. Think of your beliefs as your management team, okay? They tell everybody what to do, they give the task, they're the management. Well, if you're not liking how you're experiencing your life or your reality, or you want to get the things that you want without so much effort, then you need to fire the old management and let them go and bring in new management, a new control. Those who are going to follow your vision, the beliefs that are going to follow your vision. If you had a company and you had somebody in leadership and it wasn't following the vision of where the company itself is trying to go, that person gets nixed. And that's what we're doing. We're letting go in a sense of firing the old belief to bring in the new belief. And that's not just sitting over here in Never Never Land saying, I just released this and being passive. It's not a passive thing, but it's not so deep in effort that it's an exhausting thing either. That's the great part about this. That's the part that should encourage you, that the larger part of you running the show, you can change it without a shit ton of effort. You can replace your beliefs. And so you're letting go of the old belief to make room really for the new belief so you can experience what you want in your day-to-day life. But I guess I really just want to reiterate that it's not giving up or doing nothing or pretending you don't care, hoping the universe or something else figures it out for you. That's not it. It means that you let go of the old beliefs dictating your life. Now, Shannon, don't I have to take action sometimes? Yeah, for goals. We're not talking about goals. We're talking about your vision. We're talking about manifesting, not wishful thinking and not goal setting, because those are all three different things. And the members inside the Vision Lab go through and they determine what is what. Because if it is a goal, there's absolutely no belief work that you need to do. You just need to take action. You know what the hell to do, and you'll get it, no problem. Because there's already a belief there that's going to support the goal. But if it's something that's new, it's a vision, you know it's possible, but you don't know how, that's the manifestation. But there is going to be old beliefs in the way, and that's where we have to let go of the old. You don't have to, sift through all your beliefs and replace every single one of them. You just got to replace the ones that aren't doing the job you need them to do. And that's why it doesn't take as much effort. I don't understand why we think when we make vision boards or we talk about manifesting or leveling up our life or any of the terms you want to throw on there, quantum jumping, timeline jumping. Guys, why do we think we have to redo everything? Rehaul our entire life? You don't. There are some beliefs there that are giving you the results that you already want or that are available to you so that you can set a goal and get it. And then there's some that are in the way, and you don't have to overhaul your life, and it is a journey, and it is not a destination, and I could go on and on. But when we talk about letting go, you got to be willing to let go of the old belief so a new one can come in, but not passively. And when I say not passively, it means actively working on the belief that you want. It means bringing in that new manager and saying, let me train you, because this one's got to go. Can't have this one no more. So, like it's a shift of management, a shift of leadership. And this work is quieter. It's not obsessing over timing. It's making things feel easier, knowing this is what I choose to believe now and working with that belief. It does take some time and it takes some work on your part, but it's not exhausting because you're changing the larger part of you. You see, once that new belief is now running the show, you don't have to do constant 10-step plans to experience what you want, because what you believe is what you experience. So work with the belief, not trying to tread water. That's why you take 5 steps forward and 16 backwards, because the old belief patterns, that larger part of you, is always going to pull you back to what you believe. So we have to switch it. We have to make the new beliefs come in, decide what they are, and embody them. And I go over this in detail in the Vision Lab. This is what I work with my members with. We go through it from start to finish. What emotions are with this new belief? What thoughts support the new belief? What actions, micro, support the new belief? I'm going to give you an example. Say you are, and then this is what I'm talking about, the easy part. It's not heavy lifting. Maybe there's a new belief you're trying to build, but then you scroll on social media and something triggers the old belief, making you think that. But instead of clicking on whatever that post is, you just keep scrolling by because you're trusting in the new belief instead of clicking. Little small micro actions like that. Little small micro actions like, I'm not going to feel weird when I check my bank account. I'm going to go in there with gratitude. Things of that nature. Those build the beliefs. Not a to-do list. It's what you do throughout your day. Am I going to do what old management wants me to do? Click on that article that's going to reinforce the old belief that's not serving me? Or am I going to do what I want my new management to do and scroll by? You see how simple that let go is? It's just to scroll, and then you just keep scrolling and doing what you're doing. But it reinforces the new belief. That is the work. It's knowing what you want, honestly. It's that clarity piece. It's knowing what belief is standing between you and the thing that you want. What is that old belief? Bringing awareness to the old belief. Then choosing a belief that supports your desire. If I believe this, then I inevitably get that. And then embodying it with your thoughts that support the belief, with the emotions. When we're talking about letting go in mindset and in manifestation, we're not talking about set it and forget it. We're talking about intentionally working with our beliefs. And the reason why I feel like women really go to the other extreme of putting forth so much effort and us being so exhausted is because we've been given the wrong information to just let go. And then when we just let go, that let go in the sense of the just not doing anything, taking your hands off it, if you will, then that really does give the larger part of you space to really run. Things don't go great, and then you're like, crap, let me fix it. This letting go thing ain't working. I want you to reframe the idea of what letting go means today so that you can truly have what you want in your life. Letting go means getting rid of those beliefs that are no longer serving you by replacing them with beliefs that do. So that whoever is running the show, aka your beliefs, are running it in a way so that you can experience the life that you enjoy, that you want, without having to be exhausted so that you can actually freaking enjoy life. And without just leaving it to the whims and wills of magic fantasy land. When you think about letting go, think about, does this belief serve me? No? I choose to let that belief go, and I choose to replace it with this belief that's going to better serve me. And that is a big part of the work we do in the Vision Lab. The Vision Lab is now open. You can join. I will put the link down below so that you can get in to go into detail, and you have help and support to go through this process. Because every woman deserves to enjoy life. So check out the Vision Lab today. And this week, when you think about letting go, I want you to think about the fact that I'm just getting rid of, I'm breaking up with what no longer serves me, and I'm going in a different direction. I'll chat with you next week.